Hey guys, it's a Patient Hodler coming at you with another video, and in this one we are going to take a look at the key factors that are going to take us to the $1 price point for Ecomi. And before we do that, we are also taking a quick look at the charts. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor but not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape full retard into Ecomi. Also, I have seen that over 80% of you that are watching my videos are not subscribed to my channel yet. So please leave a like if you enjoy the video, subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about Ecomi in the comments below. Liking, subscribing and commenting is the best way to donate something to me at the moment, so I really appreciate it. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. So if we look at the chart here quickly, we can see that we have come a long way since the 10th of October already, where we hit the first time our overhead resistance. We hit it here a second time at the 6th of November, and we couldn't break it, and from then on we have been in a constant downtrend that we are still following. And we have discussed 2 videos ago how whale games are happening constantly within the OMI token, and they continue to happen, and we don't want to chase green candles and pay them. We want to enter at these lows. And a valid question of one of my viewers was, how could we find those lows? How do we know if we are here that this is the low? And the first answer to that is you don't, but you can have a better edge than a 50-50 guess or a more or less guess. And in my opinion, a good way to find entries, and only entries, not selling points in my opinion, is to look at the RSI and identify when it's oversold. And as we can see here, if we would have only spread out buys to where we were oversold, we would have bought here, so this would be here. We would have had a buy here, so this would be here, and we would have buys here, here and here, which would be those more or less. Yeah, it could be that you enter here or here or here, but you would, in an average, you would have bought in this specific zone, like from here to here. In my opinion, this is one valid strategy to DCA and hodl, and it is also what I am doing, and that is why I am taking a look here at the overall trend, which is going into this direction here. And we can see that we have more or less been following this downtrend line and several times hitting the oversold. Now what we can see at the moment is we are not oversold, in fact long time away from the oversold. And if we take a look here, we could find another bounce here, and we have hit it already once, twice, and the third time this support could break and we would go to the downside. How far? I don't know. Maybe we recover here, try to get above and get rejected here and go deeper. So next target then would be the next support line, I think somewhere around 0.36 cents. But this is what I'm waiting for, and if we go oversold here, I will buy here. Then maybe it rallies up. If it gets rejected, I will look for the next oversold and put in another buy. But that's only my opinion. Do your own TA, get your own crystal ball out and make your own decisions. This is only where I see myself spreading buys in, because I am certain that we will go higher. Why am I certain that we can go much higher? Because the most important thing for me is fundamentals, and actually I think every buy in at every point under 1 cent is an absolute steal. And I think that because of the Ecomi fundamentals and after the AMA yesterday, I think it's a good point to take a look at the overall roadmap and just highlight some of the milestones and very important fundamentals that make me believe that we are on a road to go to $1 in the next cycles. And I am saying in the next cycles, so please don't come to my video tomorrow and say that we have not hit $1 yet. I don't think it will come in this bull run. Now, with that said, let's look at the roadmap, and that roadmap has taken some time to build up. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the roadmap that I have built with the major events that I see, and this is basically the time and the price of the OMI token. And the fact that we don't see numbers nor dates is on purpose, because we don't even know when our next events and milestones will exactly come out. So I will not have the arrogance to predict when the other milestones in the very far future will come out. But I think this should give us a notion where we are right now and where we could go, and what the potential of this token, of this investment, and also of the investment in the Veve collectibles is. I want to specifically highlight that I am bullish on the OMI token and the major collectibles within the app, and that's why I am invested in both of them. But let's take a look here. I have chosen the Disney logo here, representative for the events in the past months, which are mainly DesignerCon, Disney drop, the Marvel licensing, the USPS drops, 1 million users onboarded, and so on. So this is in the past. This year, Showroom 2.0 is where we are right now, and I think it's not too big of an achievement, but I just wanted to find something that actually marks where we are right now. And Showroom 2.0, in my opinion, is directed at the real collectors that are not only there to buy, hold, and at some point sell, but for those people that really want to have fun and build crazy things and put out these awesome videos that are really creative, that we can see all the time over Twitter. So I enjoy looking at those a lot, because there are people with a crazy mind outside there. Then we have our biggest milestone, the Immutable X. And Immutable X is the most fundamental milestone in my opinion, because it enables everything that comes afterwards. With Immutable X, we will be ERC20 compatible, which makes it possible for other projects to onboard on the Ecomi token, which integrates it into the Ethereum ecosystem. So overall, this is what I am waiting most for, to have this announcement. And I think the moment we get it, we will already see a massive pump, even though we are not on most of the exchanges yet. Then we have seen the Master Collector program, which is more directed to the Veve in-app and collectible side, which incentivizes people to buy and hold and complete sets and get the benefits from being a massive holder of collectibles, and ultimately drive the price of collectibles up, which is good for reputation. The next very critical point, that is why I've highlighted it in red, is the money transfer license, and with that, gems to fiat. And in my opinion, this is so important because this will get whales into the app. And now you could say, we have whales in the app, we have people with thousands of collectibles and hundreds of full sets. Yes, but compared to what we see as whales out there, this is, I don't want to say a joke, because I don't want to disrespect these people. There are whales out there that are far bigger than the ones that are swimming around our app at the moment, and I want to give you one example for that. I have seen this on Twitter and I almost fell off my chair, because look at this. One wallet just swept 9 Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs for 471 ETH. So if 1 ETH is $4,000 at the moment, this is more than $1.8 million that someone, or at least a wallet, could be of an institution, invested into 9 Bored Ape NFTs. The same wallet also owns 26 CryptoPunks, I think the most known NFT in the whole crypto and NFT space, that it spent 1,641 Ethereum on, and it has sold 0 punks so far. And here's even the address, and yes, holy shit, because this is a far other dimension, and it also should give you a notion of what is to come for the prices of the significant collectibles within the Veve app. But before we continue, let's check out Veveholic for 30 seconds here, and they have pretty cool stuff like hoodies, like t-shirts, like coffee mugs with the Veve and Ecomi logos and some fun stuff as well. Check it out. And there's also my personal favorite, which is the mystery boxes. I have opened a legendary mystery box already. Check out the video on this if you want to know what came out for me and how it works, where you can get the participation in 50k OMI giveaway. You can win t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, in-app gems, and also up to ultra rare NFTs. So if you think that's interesting and you want to have some random fun, I have put a discount code for 10% in the description, and also a link for a $5 discount. So be smart about it, because sometimes the $5 discount can help you more than a 10% one. But moving on here with our roadmap. We have also on our roadmap the OMI utility program, and I have put it here after that because Master Collector and OMI utility program are separated in various phases that are going to be implemented and start a dynamic of token burn and utility and benefits to those who lock up OMI tokens and who are holding long-term collectibles. And I have created specific dedicated videos on the OMI utility program, on the Master Collector program, and on the OMI token burn. So I'm not going to go into details here anymore. With that said, we have the exchanges waiting, and we know that exchanges want to list tokens with active and creative and good communities on their exchanges that will bring traction. And the OMI community is one of the best out there, no doubt. People helping each other, people being very creative, creating an ecosystem around the Ecomi token and the Veve app that is not comparable to most of the other communities of crypto tokens out there. The problem for those exchanges is the integration of the Ecomi token, and this will be solved by the move to immutable and becoming an Ethereum compatible token. And then we will see one by one the exchanges implementing the OMI token. But you as an OMI holder that is on Gate.io, on OKX, on Ascendex, or on Bitforex, the 4 exchanges where it is currently listed, you can be lucky, because while you are stacking, the others on the major exchanges are sitting on the sidelines. So as you can see here, I have pulled up a list of the most prominent, most important exchanges by rating, and also most of them have a very high 24-hour volume. And you can see here on the first 7, Ecomi is listed though on Gate.io. But we see here Binance, Coinbase, FTX, Kraken, Crypto.com, which is all over the news at the moment because they have a huge marketing campaign. They will gain traction. And KuCoin, Huobi, they are important exchanges, and none of them has integrated Ecomi just yet, but they will in the future. And there are millions of users on those exchanges waiting to buy Ecomi because they don't know how to buy it. A lot of people actually don't know how to buy it, or they are too lazy and say, I'm on Binance, I'm on Coinbase, I'm not going to make an account on Gate.io yet, because you have to put in all the KYC stuff, to your passport, the ident, stuff and go through a lot of process. So this is a high barrier for a lot of people that would want to invest into the Ecomi token. And while we are stacking, basically the OMI token is burning away under the eyes of millions on millions of people that are waiting for the integration and that are jumping in whenever it is ready. And Immutable X being ready, announced to Christmas, doesn't mean that we will see an exchange right away. It does mean that we are more likely to see an exchange then in the first or second quarter of 2022. Until then, we are patiently hodling our OMI tokens and stacking and chilling. But moving on with our roadmap, we have localization and marketing, and we know that we haven't done a lot of effort yet into localization and marketing because the app was already on the knees and basically cracking down under the weight of the people when the Disney drops were coming in. And now we have heard yesterday in the AMA that we had 1.3 million active users in the last months. And no, not all of them are bots. In fact, a lot of active users are real users and they are buying up collectibles on the secondary market, and that's why we see such a hard increase in the prices as well. And yes, we have not seen specific focus on these countries here and a lot of other countries. We have recently seen with the Citroën and the Little Prince NFTs announced that there is a special focus now on the French-speaking region, and we are going to expect that for India, for Japan, for Brazil, for China, so countries with a huge potential as well. And then we are obviously awaiting new types of collectibles like cars, like stamps, but also like trading cards and Pokemon and Dragon Ball and animes, whatever we can think of. And we have a lot of room for sure here in the uptrend for other things that we cannot imagine yet to come in the app. And then we obviously have the Veveverse, where we are going to start to use our collectibles not only within showrooms but in a virtual world and a virtual interconnected world that is going to be massive. With that, we also have land sales, and we have seen in Decentraland how high the prices can go for some square meters of land within a digital world. And last but not least, we could see here, and it's a very far-fetched, but we could see the app also going into NFT ownership of real estate and therefore real land, that the ownership is held within an NFT, but you actually have the right and the true possession of real land in the real world with a house on it or something like that. But this is very hypothetical, but it's not impossible. And now I'm already at the end of this roadmap to $1 for Ecomi and Veve. I have, as always, probably forgotten a lot of points and items that I should have filled into this roadmap. Please let me know in the comments below which ones I have forgotten or which points you see differently, so we can exchange more ideas and get a better understanding where we are heading with this project. And please also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out the Veveholic site, link and discount code in the video description, together with all the sources and the link to my Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to always get notified about recent stuff going on. And with that said, hope to see you in the next video. Have yourselves a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on this world, and see you in the next video.